Hello, my friends. This is the podcast that brings the wealth of knowledge, expertise, and fun of Twins Smoke Shop, New England's premier smoke shop, right to you, wherever you are, whenever you want it. And that's not just blowing smoke. You can find us at our website, notjustblowingsmoke.com, and be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Not Just Blowing Smoke.
Cool breeze in my head, bittersweet smoke flying through the air. It's the way I feel, smoking on a fat cigar.
All right, hello everybody. That was Jeff Pitchell's Fat Cigar you were just listening to, and that means it's time for Not Just Blowing Smoke.
Yeah,
It's
baby.
time. Coming at you live from Twin Smoke Shop Studio headquarters here in Londonderry, New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Right from the 724 Lounge.
Oh, yeah.
Be sure to subscribe to us, whether you're watching live on Facebook or YouTube, or if you're streaming after the fact on Podbean, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Spotify, iTunes, or Google. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down there so that you don't ever miss a thing. I'm Pastor Padron. I'm here with my co-hosts, Nick and Dave.
Hey.
Pat's on vacation this week.
Oh.
He needed a week to recover from the PCA.
Yeah, it's a lot of work up there, man.
He was smoking a lot, too.
You know, he's gotta relax with the lungs, you know?
Yeah.
He's
you
gotta
know,
relax
you
with the
can.
lungs.
It's a family vacation, you know. You gotta take time to be with the fam and everything.
You have to.
You know.
That's very important, Danny.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
very important.
Yep. Yeah, there's only so many family vacations you get to go on, you know.
True.
Yeah.
The wife is already planning for another one in October. So we got the wedding. We got our best friend's wedding in August, and then probably October, maybe mid to late October. I'll let you know.
October.
October.
Mm-hmm. That reminds me of Pipetoberfest.
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 It's coming, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Make sure
That's
you.
going to be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure you stay tuned and we'll make the announcements when that's going to happen.
Yep. Very excited. Already got the details kind of pegged in.
Ironed out. Nice.
Yep,
Yeah,
things going
baby.
good. Tonight, we are celebrating 724 Cigars. 724 is celebrating its 149th anniversary this year.
Only.
And, you know, so next year, of course,
150.
it's going to be huge.
Yep. Block party.
And the Friday closest to July 24th, aka 724, we always have a big party here at Twins, and that party is this Friday, the 21st. It's all day long. Starts at noon when the bar opens, and it's going to go all the way until we close at midnight that night. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of people, food, drinks, specials, hot dogs.
Hot dogs. Come and get your hot dogs.
There's going to be all sorts of things going on. I'm doing a Pipe 101 demonstration using the Briary Blends that 724 has. And Pat is going to be doing a Cigar 101 using 724 cigars.
Yep.
Oh,
But,
he's going to be back by then?
Yes, he's literally coming back from the Cape that day.
Did we
driving here from the Cape?
Did we get that in writing? Because I remember last time he was supposed to
If he's not,
be at the bar.
yours truly will also be doing a
Cigar 101. He's going to be manning two stations.
Yep, it's going to be fun.
We'll see.
And like I said, all day specials, raffles. All the Barrel Select drinks are going to be 724 all day long. It's going to be fantastic. But we figured since this Friday was going to be the big party and the following Monday, which is the date this podcast will hit Podbean and everything, is 724.
Yep.
That we should focus on 724 cigars. And we all decided we're going to pick our favorites. Pick our favorites tonight. And not only the cigars,
But also the pipe tobacco.
the pipe tobacco.
So we're so lucky to have our own.
We're so lucky to have
Briary
that.
Blends.
Yep.
When that text went out earlier today, I was like, oh, all right, I'll do my own cigar. So I was like, all right, we're going to pick our own cigar and pipe tobacco. So I had like this totally different thing going on in my head that I was thinking of all day. I was like, for
like
the cigar.
any cigar and any pipe tobacco.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it was going to be my favorite, but I didn't finish reading it because it came up as a notification on the phone and only like half of the thing.
half the thing.
So
Yeah.
I read
I've
half
done
of it,
that.
and it said, "Oh, pick your favorite cigar. We're going to have it on the show." And I'm like, "Oh shit, what are we going to do?" I'm like, "What am I going to do?" I'm like, "There's so many." I'm like, "There's a Tatuajes, Foundation, Perdomo, Padron." I'm like, "Damn, which one?" And then I finished reading it, and it was like his favorite 724. Oh no, you called me.
Yeah.
You called me, and I was like, "Oh, well, that
Just so
narrows
you
it
know,
down."
Nick, it's,
Yes.
it's 724.
Yes, so it would have. So it makes it easier. I mean, there is one cigar that I pick up all the time. I do go through the whole line. I mean, the Five and Dime I do like. The 113.
Yeah, that's a great cigar.
Yeah, the 1875 series. I mean,
74.
74. Sorry.
Oh, Kurt's gonna kill you.
My bad, Kurt. My bad.
My baby.
That
The
one.
1877 series.
Yeah, the 1873.
It was a very good year.
The 1873. You should smoke that cigar. That's a great cigar too. But the one that I actually do like to get around to, once in a blue, is the Connecticut. I mean, the Connecticut is a really well-rounded Connecticut.
It is.
I mean, I've had
It's
all
one of
the.
my favorite new cigars to start people on. Well,
Yes.
If you're wanting a good mild cigar,
But it's a good mild cigar. But I do two things.
okay?
So
You
if
drink and you smoke.
correct.
Yes.
So I mean, with customers. So if they're coming in,
smoke, and then I drink some more.
that's true. So if they're coming upstairs,
Yeah.
I will recommend the 724 Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
The reason being is because it has enough backbone to
WK.
WK. It has enough backbone to drink with a bourbon or a whiskey.
Yes.
So, I mean, a lot of Connecticut's that are out there, they'll kind of be like in the shadow a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll just taste the bourbon, a little bit of that cigar.
Do you remember when you found that box of the WKs that were from the initial release, and it was like a couple years old, and we smoked it? Remember
Yes,
that?
I
Was
do.
amazing.
They were delicious.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean,
WK holds up with a lot of different beers too.
Yeah.
it does. It
It
does.
goes with a lot up here.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So,
So
but
what's that you're smoking there though?
this,
Nick?
and this is the one that I always pick out. I always love it. I love the flavor of it. It's full body. I call this a full body smoke without being full body. I know that's kind of contradicting
Yes.
what I'm saying, but that's what I
course
love.
it
It's
is.
this is the Factory 57
You
Toro.
feel like you're smoking a full body cigar, but it's not a full body, but it's full flavor. So
Right.
you're like, it's like
It's a full body without being full body, and what I mean by that is you're getting a full body flavor. You're getting a little bit of pepper, super smooth, creamy. You're
like
getting dark chocolate. You're getting earth, little cedar note in there. That undertone of espresso that you get out of this is really intriguing as well. But it doesn't kick your ass like a full
it's like-
body smoke
it's like
would.
having a cake with no sugar, only it tastes good.
That's kind of true, I suppose. Chocolate cake, though.
Chocolate cake.
But yeah, man,
With a
this is the
hint of
one. This is the
blueberry.
one that I always go to. It's just,
Factory 57 is a great blend.
yeah. I mean, when it first came out, I was kind of skeptical about it because I was just smoking the OG stuff. I was smoking the Core Line Churchills were my thing, and then the Kurt handed me a while ago the Lancero. And I was like, all right, I'm not going to smoke anything else other than the Lancero.
Yeah.
And the
The
Lancero,
Lancero's fantastic.
the Lancero is just my bread and butter. And then
Butter.
he came out with the Factory 57, and I've been hounding him to bring out a Lancero in Factory 57, man. That would be his best Lancero. This in a Lancero would be incredible. It'd kill every Lancero that we have in the shop.
It'd be interesting to try that.
Mm-hmm.
He should come out with a special edition.
He should have Julio make it. Oh my gosh, because their Lancero roller is bomb.
There you go.
That would be amazing.
Dave, what are you smoking?
I'm smoking the 724 5 and Dime.
I'm glad it's a cigar you're smoking.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I am also glad he's smoking that.
and it's a double Maduro barber pole. The first Maduro, let's see, is the Mexican San Andreas.
Ooh.
Okay. And the second one I think is extraordinarily weird. Like, okay, it's a Brazilian Habano.
What's so weird about a Brazilian Habano?
A Brazilian Habano Maduro. How many other cigars have a Brazilian Habano Maduro on them? None that I know of.
None to my knowledge.
Okay, and
Do
then
you know any of them?
Maybe that.
and then the fillers are from
This is
Pennsylvania,
Nicaraguan wrapper.
Pennsylvania,
It's a
Esteli,
Nicaraguan
and
Habano.
Jalapa.
He said Brazilian Habano.
Yeah,
It's Brazilian Habano.
good Brazilian Habano.
What was that, Dave?
Brazilian Habano. Habano. From Brazil.
From Brazil.
Well,
And it is dark and delicious. It's beautiful. Yep. I love it. But I think this is his full body cigar.
Yes, it is. I agree with that.
yeah, the 5 and Dime is fantastic. It's just gotten better with age too. Several years ago, Kurt tweaked the 1874 blend,
He did.
and when I tried it for the first time, I was like totally blown away by it. Usually I'm more of a Factory 57 guy. Love the 5 and Dime, the 113. If I was going to smoke a cigar other than this, it would have been 113 for me.
I almost picked that one.
But the 1874 is just so good and balanced and very Kurt,
Yes.
you know?
Especially
And-
in that size.
And the Corona of the 1874 is just fantastic. It's a Nicaraguan Jalapa Habano wrapper, Indonesian binder, and Nicaraguan fillers. And I think Kurt said at some point that there was a little bit of Honduran in there too, but that's not on the official sheet. But I think there might be just a little shred of Honduran in there as well. The Corona's a 5.5 by 42. Again, one of Kurt's favorite sizes. And this cigar just smokes amazing in this size. The blend is great. It's full of cedar, nuts, a little bit of leather, and that Nicaraguan spice that
Yeah.
I just love. It's just, but it's not overpowering at all.
True.
And
I think that's the one cigar. It's the one cigar if somebody comes into the shop that's looking for something like a Cuban. And I know it's hard, and for the tobacconists out there in other shops, I know you probably get that a lot, and you kind of scramble and look and go through your Rolodex of cigars in your head and like, man, you can go Tat, you can go maybe Padron, a Fuente, but the one amongst those ones that are kind of Cuban-esque, in my opinion, is the 1874.
1874 hits it pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, that Corona or the Toro, I mean, that subtle cedar spice that you get in there with very rich flavor. I mean, if you close your eyes, I mean, you're almost there. I mean, you can smell the pastelitos on the coastline of Havana. I mean,
you've got
it's
this nutty, buttery
yes,
aftertaste, on the palate, on the finish. It's just amazing.
yeah,
And so just, especially for something different, because
Yeah.
I'm usually smoking the heavier stuff, and every once in a while I like getting back and trying something that's not quite as dark, but has a lot going on where you just have to kind of sit and enjoy it. This is one of those cigars where if you've got some time to sit and smoke it slow and just enjoy it, it's going to totally give you, and look at the burn. Just amazing all the way down.
yeah.
How's yours going?
User error, but
User error.
but the cigar is still damn good.
The
I don't
cigar's
care.
still good.
Plus, I'm a little bit of a power smoker too, so that's definitely user error. But I
thought you
mean,
we're slowing down now.
man, I bought those bundles, and man, I bought 3 bundles last week. I'm down to 1.
Oh my gosh,
Dude, I know. I got
that's 20 cigars.
that's
in a
25,
bundle.
25,
25 in a bundle. So there's 50 cigars in the last week.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
Creepers.
I know. I got a problem. I got a problem, man. I got a problem. But yeah, I've been speeding up. I need to slow down though. I need to slow down. When I have cigars that are not bundle worthy or outside of the
worthy.
outside of that realm, regular premium cigars,
Mm-hmm.
I do try to slow it down
Yeah.
because I found that it just definitely if you're like me and you power smoke, it definitely burns hotter, so the flavor is not going to be exact.
Mm-hmm.
You slow it down and you just take your time, and the flavors will just flow.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
hey Danny,
Mm-hmm.
what are we drinking, baby?
Well, tonight we are drinking the
I haven't even
720
had it
more Barrel Select, the Clover.
Clover.
The
Interesting.
Clover bourbon.
Very
Um,
interesting.
It's a very interesting single barrel for us. I was one of the people who was involved in the
wow.
tasting when we brought it in,
It's interesting.
and had the version that you get at the liquor store, and then had 3 different Barrel Selects samples. And so you're picking one of those 3 barrels, and this is what
Sounds
we
like
picked.
a horrible evening.
And it was really, it's got this nice, almost like honey kind of sweetness on the
Viscous
finish,
too.
and it's got a lot going on. And at
Yeah,
the
it's
same
pretty
time,
complex.
it can go with a lot of different things.
Mm.
So, we're smoking different tobaccos tonight, having the one drink. This is going to be one of the barrel selects that will be available for $7.24 all day long
Nice.
on Friday. So definitely worth trying if you haven't already. It's going to go with whatever you're smoking.
Yeah, baby.
What do you guys think?
I think it's amazing. It is so smooth.
Yeah.
Wow.
The cigar or the drink?
The drink.
Drink's pretty good. It's got some interesting bite to it. I mean, this is a bourbon, or is it a whiskey?
It's a bourbon.
Bourbon. I mean, it definitely has that sweet note that you're talking about.
Honey, yeah.
That's really nice. It's long.
It brings out a lot of the wood and cedar notes in the 1874 here. I don't know what it's doing for the rest of your stuff.
It's bringing, for me, it's bringing out a little bit more leather.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's bringing out a little bit more leather, a little bit earth. Earth.
Turning into Dave. What would you want? What you want?
It's bringing out the sweetness in the 5 and dime, like hardcore.
Yeah.
Making
So
it
for
very
all
creamy.
3 of us, it's bringing out the sweetness of the cigar.
Yeah, making it very creamy.
Mm-hmm.
I get the spice, but it's no longer like it's just on my tongue. It's not in my retrohale anymore either. It just moved it, which is kind of interesting.
This has gone from. So in the beginning, I got like a really dark, rich,
Oh, that tastes so good.
almost espresso, dark chocolatey, leather, earth,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's like sweet chocolate. So
Yeah.
the
Sweet
leather,
chocolate.
sweet chocolate, and it's crazy how that changes.
In a good way.
Of course, absolutely.
Who doesn't like chocolate?
I
Who
know.
doesn't like smoking chocolate?
Yeah,
Oh,
Crazy people.
yes.
I mean that's cool, man.
Mm.
I love pairings, and I try to explain that to people downstairs, and how the pairings will open up the cigar, or
Yeah.
it will change it in a good way
Mm-hmm.
to a point where you just want to keep going, you just want to keep smoking, you just want to keep drinking, and the experience is like none other. Like you come up and you smoke a cigar, or you bring them home and you smoke on your deck and stuff like that, and you get that one particular flavor of that cigar, but you pair it with something like this, or one of the 724 bottles that we have here,
Yep.
or even a scotch, or whatever your flavor, whatever your poison, and it just either the drink is going to open up and it's going to change, or the cigar is going to change, or both.
Yep.
So I try to encourage drinking and smoking all the time. But
And since I smoke an average of 50 cigars a week, I drink at least 50 drinks a week,
no,
and usually more than that because
No.
I drink faster than I smoke, and I know that's hard to believe.
I drink appropriately.
It's true, folks.
drink appropriately.
Yeah, appropriately at home, a gallon. Yes.
Look, if I'm on, so I beat my personal best on vacation, and I did three handles of scotch, and then I did a bottle of
Appropriately.
of rum in 8 days.
Yeah, appropriately.
3 handles and a 750
Yeah,
in,
8 days.
That's not bad.
No, I beat my personal best. Usually before it was only 2 handles in the week. So I mean, I think I did a pretty good job. Mine's pretty dirty, but I like it dirty.
All that
Of course
nitrogen.
you do. Of course you do.
Of course.
Here's an interesting thing
What's that?
to
An
talk
interesting
about.
factoid.
A question for. We all have families at home. Some of us have more family than others living in the house. You've got a lot of extended family though,
I do.
so it probably still counts. And here's the thing: are there rules that you have at home that nobody follows,
Jeez, where do I start?
no matter how hard you try to explain it to them? Let me.
If Teresa's watching, she's laughing. Right
I'll start off with an example. In my bathroom, I have a sign hanging on the wall. It says, "Everyone wants to change the world,
Is that the asylum sign?
but
Nobody wants to
no
change the
one
toilet
wants
paper.
to change the toilet paper roll.
I got that same sign in the bathroom too.
Be the change. Be the change."
I got that
Is
same
it?
sign.
And it's like, it's right there. And the way my bathroom is set up is you see that sign like right in front of you. Right underneath it
It's
is
the
a
toilet.
trash can.
Oh, I was going to say the
It's a
toilet.
trash can. So as you're sitting on it, on doing your business, you're looking at the sign. In front of you is the trash can with a foot push, on it. Right next to the trash can, under the sink, is where we have a holder that holds,
Toilet
three
paper.
three things of toilet and the dispenser too. So it's all right there. So you can, with almost no effort at all, I mean, without even stopping your business,
You change it.
reach over, grab a roll if it's empty, change the thing, pop it in the trash can, right there, without even stopping. I mean, no effort at all. And
That's nice.
no one ever does it. And
You know what happens at my house?
It's like
they,
the
they
it's
knock
like
the
bummer.
toilet
Let
paper
me finish.
dispenser gets
It's worse.
knocked off the wall.
It's worse. It's worse at this.
And I
I
have
have
to refill
seen. I have seen, and you all know I live in the estrogen palace. So this is teenage women. This is what I'm dealing with, and I have gone into the bathroom and seen the wash towel, for drying your hands,
The drying towel.
on top of the trash can, and right on top of that, the empty toilet paper roll.
That's
On top of the trash can, and nothing on the dispenser.
that's unfortunate.
With 3 things of with 3 things of toilet paper right there. It's like, why? Why would you just put the empty thing on? Why would you put the trash on top of the can?
Tell us how you
Why
really
not putting
feel,
it in
Danny.
the can? What's up with that?
I know.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't know. It's a good question.
Yep.
I don't know either. I can't answer that question.
I'll go grab a box of cereal. It'll be empty in the cabinet. And then I'll go, get the milk from the refrigerator. It'll be empty in the refrigerator.
Now, are there rules that they know about about doing that?
To throw stuff out and let me know what needs to be replaced. Write it down, stuff like that. Well, they know this stuff, and then the same thing happens with the toilet paper in our house too. Only somehow our toilet paper roll dispenser that's screwed into the wall, they keep knocking it off.
How do you do
they-
that?
I don't know.
How do you do that?
I don't know how they knock it off. It's like
How
they
badly
fall
do
out
you
of the
need the toilet
bathtub
paper?
or something.
I don't know.
It's like they would have to fall out of the bathtub and ruin or hit their shin against it or something.
So,
And I'm like,
what are they reaching for the toilet paper when they're in the bathtub?
I don't. They
Maybe.
shouldn't be.
It could be. You need to interrogate your children.
I'm gonna ban them from the bathroom. Freaking just go outside.
I don't know. It's just me and my wife, and most of the time, I'm usually picking up after myself. So I mean,
Yeah.
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 So I mean,
You
If
better
I
pick
see
up
it-
after yourself.
yeah. So I mean, dirty dishes. Usually, I'm cleaning them. I'm filling the dishwasher and emptying it when I get home. Dogs need to get fed in the morning. Checking on the chickens. If they need to get fed, I feed them. The water, the pool service, cutting the lawn, trimming the hedges.
So you're basically the person who has to listen to all the rules.
Yes, I'm definitely. But my wife should be sitting in this chair.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she'd have a laundry
So
list of things
what is
that I
she-
don't do.
What
or
are
complete-
there rules in the house that you just don't follow?
that I don't follow?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Since you're the
Oh, boy.
person that the rules are written for,
Yes.
and what rules do you have the hardest time following?
That's a better question. What the hardest time following? Not that
The
you
hardest
don't follow.
rules following? trying to refrain myself from not smoking at 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning after my workout. I gotta have that morning smoke. I don't know
Is
why.
that a rule?
It's
that
not.
that she
it's,
has?
She just. It's as soon as I'm done working out, straight to chores, get those done, and then usually I'm on my way to work. I'm usually smoking on the way to work, but I gotta have that morning smoke right after my workout. I had my protein shake. I had my eggs.
For me, there's nothing like a morning coffee with a morning smoke.
I mean,
True.
watching the sun come up in my backyard when the sun's coming through the trees. I mean, hearing the roosters crow. Man, I mean,
All the chickens chick.
it's amazing feeling, man. But that's probably the one thing that I don't follow. I gotta have the smoke, even though she probably doesn't want me to do it. She wants me to get right to it, which right after I usually do. So I usually try to. I'm better. I am a procrastinating SOB. I am. I admit it, but I'm really good in the clutch, man. I'm really good in the clutch, man.
You and Dave both.
I am really good in the clutch.
Both work better under pressure.
We do. I mean, pedal to the metal, man. I mean, we can get it. I can get it done, and that's kind of been my personality for as long as I can remember. I mean, I procrastinate, and I just kind of. But I think where that comes from for me is the notion or the saying "stop and smell the roses."
Mm-hmm.
I mean, here today, gone tomorrow type of thing. If you're not enjoying it now, it may not be there tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I know I may be riding that too hard, probably every day. But I mean,
If you don't
may
do
not
this,
be
you're
here
not going to be
tomorrow.
here tomorrow.
yeah.
I
Okay,
need
I'll get
3
done.
bundles of factory smokes.
I
Better
mean,
use them now.
yeah, I gotta smoke them all right now. But I mean,
That's what all this is. Factory smokes right here, baby.
there you go. But I mean, that's kind of I play to my strengths in that aspect where I can get a good portion done efficiently in a short amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I know it's kind of going against the grain and going against the wife's rules, but I mean, sorry, honey, if you're watching or listening, but I do
He's not really.
I do what I do what I do.
I do what I do.
I do what I do.
Mm-hmm. So, I keep going back to the whole toilet paper thing. It just totally boggles my mind. Totally boggles my mind.
Joe Bag says it's a type of brain damage, TP dementia.
TP dementia. Speaking of toilet paper, which way do you put it on?
Oh,
That's
Is it
like
to the front or to the back?
It's to the front, and that's what's in the actual
I know.
the
Blueprints of
patent,
the
the
patent
patent.
of toilet paper.
The patent of the toilet paper shows that it's in the front, and
Yep.
that's where you pull it from. That is the way it was created and meant to be used.
beards are good. Mullets are bad. That's what I thought.
Beards are
Beards
good.
Over the front is beard.
mullet.
Hanging in the back,
Back is
it's
a
a mullet.
I know, but it's like party
Yeah,
in the
good.
front, business in the back, right? Or is it the reverse?
No,
Business
party
in
in the business, all business in the front,
Front,
and
party in the back.
Yeah,
Gotta rock the mullet, baby.
Not when it comes to toilet paper.
that's right.
Not
Got
when
to
it
have a
comes to
beard.
toilet paper.
Good
You
point.
gotta have the beard.
Yep.
Gotta have the beard. You gotta have it in the front.
We all have beards
Yeah.
here.
Otherwise, you're like rolling your hands around trying to.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any
And
sense.
it cuts better that way. If you pull it from the back, it's just gonna spin.
Could, yeah.
This way you can just rip it like that. Do it like
Like
that
that?
in the back.
Like
It just
that?
pulls it.
Pull it. Flick of the wrist.
Look at the wrist. It's all on the wrist.
Flick of the wrist.
Oh my goodness.
What else we got on the list there, brother?
We've got lots of things we can talk about.
Yeah, what do we
Yeah,
got?
what's the,
We got a
what's the
would you-
724 moment?
Yeah, what's the
Oh.
724
Day
day
of
thing?
history.
Oh, let's
love
get to that. We got to do the 724 flashback on
Yes,
724.
yes, yes.
Absolutely.
Right. 724 flashback is a weekly segment brought to you by 724 Cigars.
Absolutely.
Smoke a piece of history. That's what I'm doing right now.
Yep. Smoking. Love that history.
And real quick one though tonight. Today, the 18th of July, is would be the 105th birthday of Nelson Mandela,
Wow.
the famous civil rights activist and the first black president of South Africa.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, speaking of Nelson Mandela, do you believe in the Mandela effect?
The Manila effect.
Mandela effect.
I don't know. Do you like Berenstain Bears or Berenstain Bears?
It's a good question.
What do you think that is?
The Berenstain Bears or whatever you
No,
just
no.
said?
Explain the Mandela effect.
So it's remembering. So I think it's if my memory serves me correctly, which it probably doesn't.
I think it's due to gravitational waves or whatever.
Well, I don't know, but it was remembering one thing and not the other. So some people would say
Berenstain Bears.
I'm
That's
having
a
a
perfect
hard
example.
time deciding whether
So-
or not I agree or disagree.
In North America, you had like the little kids' books with the Berenstain Bears,
Yeah.
and in Europe, you had the Berenstain Bears. It was spelt differently, but it was the same book that was published twice, and so people think that it's like,
What does that have to do with the Mandela effect?
The Mandela effect is
Well, it's technically the warping of reality.
yeah.
But that what you're talking about is a little different, but it's the warping of reality. It was a group of people think history went one way, not history, but some things are different and then some people think the one thing that they know is correct.
It's
So
like
there's
the
two
people in
there's two
South
realities.
America who think all the opposite teams won the Super Bowl because they get all the wrong hats.
Oh, damn.
I'm still trying to figure out what it is that you guys are
Oh,
saying.
okay, here's another good
Hold
one.
on.
Like
No, don't
when
give me
Star Wars.
no.
Right,
Don't
when Darth Vader says
don't
what
give me
to Luke.
don't give me analogies.
No, this is one of them. This is one of the things where people think it was what
And they call it a Mandela effect.
yes.
Why?
So what does he say? What does Darth Vader say to Luke? What's that famous line in
The
Empire?
famous line is, "Luke, I am your father,"
Right.
but that's not what he says.
Okay.
You look stunned that I know that.
He says, "Luke, I am your father." Yeah. Or he says, "No, I am your father."
He says, "I am your father." He doesn't say Luke.
So it is a vivid and detailed memories of news coverages of South Africa anti-operation leader, whatever, dying in prison.
Anti-apartheid.
Yeah, anti-apartheid leader. So it was. So that's where the Mandela effect came. They said that he died in prison, which he didn't die in prison. He was
No.
released.
Yes.
But some people have that memory that he did die in prison.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where the Mandela effect, the name Mandela effect, came into play. So
What's interesting to me is that, there was for a period of time where I was pursuing a PhD through Yale Divinity School in cooperation with the University of the Free State in South Africa.
oh,
And interestingly, the guy I'm doing my thesis on, Jonathan Edwards, he's got hotspots of interest all over the world, one of which is in South Africa. So there's a Jonathan Edwards Center at that university. There's the main Jonathan Edwards Center at Yale in New Haven, Connecticut. And I was moving along there, and, we're going back maybe, I don't know, maybe
40 years?
No, like 7 or 8 years ago.
Okay.
Now, maybe even less. But the universities were starting to kick out all of the European or Caucasian professors in favor of native ones
Okay. In South Africa.
in South Africa. So it was like a reversal of the whole thing. The Europeans, whites, really, that's what apartheid was. It was, basically enforced racism
Yeah, basically, that's what it
against the
sounds
people
like.
of the country. And what was happening, at least academically, was the backlash of that, the reverse. They did not, and so the program that I was working with, I actually had to move because my professors got kicked out
Really?
because they were white.
Wow. That's crazy.
It's nuts.
My
That
goodness.
is nuts.
Interesting.
Not saying that I blame them, but at the same time, it's almost, going back and, I don't know all the political details of the whole thing. All I know is that was
The
happening.
effect of it, yeah.
The effect of it was happening. So
That's pretty crazy.
I wondered if that's what you meant by the Mandela effect, but it's not. A misremembering of history, basically.
Or was it?
Right. That depends, I guess. I guess it's all. You could probably go on a limb and say it's objective, because some people think that
You mean
different
subjective?
subjective. Yes. Well, no, objective.
Well, objective means that nobody can argue with it. Subjective means it's opinion.
Oh, okay. Then subjective. Then yeah, it'd be subjective
I
to
think
that
it
one
goes
person.
back to Schrodinger's cat, where the cat's dead and alive at the same time, and
Oh,
people just
that again.
It could be. It could be.
people see it alive, people see it dead. There it is.
All right,
could
we,
be.
we need to get to our pipe tobacco. So what do we think
Oh.
of our cigars?
It's dreadful. I'm not gonna smoke it ever again. No.
Kurt's
man.
like, hey now, that's strike two.
Hey now. Hey now. No, man. I mean,
One of Kurt's beard hairs just fell off.
yeah. Like one of the rose petals in Beauty and the Beast. Every time you insult the seventh
going to
kid
get
with
it.
the yard.
That's why he's got a full beard right now, guys.
That's
all
right, man. It's the
Mm-hmm.
it's the mojo that's going back into him. But no, I mean, look, the Factory 50. There's plenty of cigars on the shelf, but the Factory 57 for me is the one that I consistently go back to.
Yeah, it's a great cigar.
Yeah.
The 1874 Corona here, fantastic. It's got a little bit more bite, pepper, than the other cigars in this series does, which I like. So the flavors are, as you can imagine, more intense in the smaller ring gauge.
Oh yeah.
But so you get those same, that same cedar, kind of a background nutty sweetness, and some white pepper in the background, in all of the different sizes of the 1874. But this one really intensifies those, and it's just so good, and it's going great with the clover.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 5 and Dime is going great with the clover. It's bringing out a lot of the sweetness from the double Maduros. It's like a sweet cocoa bomb. It's unbelievable. Very creamy. Loving it.
Dave, I gotta sneeze.
Move your mic.
Mute me.
Okay.
No,
he's
bring him back.
muted.
Bring him back. No, bring him back. I'm good.
Okay.
That was a false alarm.
FUCs now.
All right.
Yeah, right? Into the mic, everybody's fucking here. The headphones are like,
All right. And that leads us right into
the
our
pipe
pipe
light
tobacco section here. And this is one of the cool things that's happened in my time here at Twins. We've been fortunate enough to bring to market currently 3, soon to be 5, different blends under the banner 724 Briary Blends. They're made for us by Cornell and Deal. They're blended for us by Jeremy Reeves, who's the head blender over there.
Yeah.
Just for us. They
How
are.
cool is that?
We have just started releasing them to the rest of the country. Kurt now has the distribution rights for those
Nice.
blends. And then by the end of the month or beginning of August, we should have the other two blends. So there'll be 5 total. But it's just great to be able to see new things come out like this.
Do we have an idea of what they are, Dan?
We do.
Can we talk about them?
I could.
Could you?
He will. He will.
One is called Little Gold Dust, which was the original name of the 724 cigar.
Really?
Yep, in 1874 when R.G. Sullivan started 724, it was not called 724. It was Little Gold Dust was the name of the cigar, and it wasn't until later that he changed the name. So it kind of, the name pays homage to that 724 history, and it is a Dark Fire Kentucky blend. It's a Dark Fire Kentucky and bright Virginias, and a little bit of Perique in there, but it's the dark fired and the bright Virginias that really kind of play the main themes of that. It's got this underlying smoky nuttiness to it from the dark fired Kentucky, but it's got very obvious lemony kind of citrusy notes from the Virginias.
Sounds like my
And
next
so
favorite.
it's really, really nice. It's a very
Can't wait to
unique
smoke
blend. I haven't really tasted a whole lot like it on the market. Frankly, I think the only thing that has something like that taste would be the Galwith Hogarth Kendall Gold blend. That's got that kind of citrusy, lemony zest going on.
Thomas's favorite pipe tobacco.
And this is like that, but it doesn't have the bite that does. It's not as intense. It's very, very good. And the other one is called 603 Roast. 603, of course, is a homage to our area code, where 724, comes from, New Hampshire. And it is a coffee aromatic. So you got notes of coffee, notes of cocoa. It's like a mocha kind of a thing. And it's really, really good. It's,
Coffee chocolate.
yeah. And it's aromatics are not normally my thing. But what was interesting, whatever things they're using to make the coffee notes with, a lot of times aromatics will kind of either leave a kind of some kind of fake taste in my mouth, like
I got
this
ya.
this is not natural.
Yeah, like
right?
aspartame for tobacco. Or
Yeah,
something.
exactly, and will kind of give me a little bit of a headache, and so I don't like smoking them. This did neither, and and coffee to me is one of those things that just goes with tobacco.
Coffee is
That's why
life.
the tobaccos are so popular.
Oh yeah.
That's why the Javas are so popular. It just that flavor with tobacco, if you're going to flavor it,
Coffee is the way to
I
go.
think it's one of the ways to go. So those two are coming out, and that'll round out the series for a while. We'll have five blends total, and we're each smoking our favorite out of what's out. And I'm doing Queen City,
Yeah, baby.
which is a Virginia Perique. It is a red Virginia Cavendish with a ton of genuine St. James Perique. It's a very simple blend, but sometimes simple is just really good. You get all that Perique goodness you like. It's dark, it's rich, it's flavorful, and it's
dark,
nice.
it's
It's got
rich.
all the vitamin N that you could possibly want.
Oh yeah.
Yep. If you're like Nick and you don't drink coffee, have this. It'll keep you
A
awake.
little vapor will keep you awake.
Yep. It's
Or-
very, very good.
Or you can have some of Dexter's Secret.
Yep. Why don't you talk a little bit about that?
Go ahead, Dave.
Since that's your favorite. Both of them, both of them chose Dexter's Secret, which is our newest one.
Yeah, that's a nice English blend, man. I've been gravitating more towards the Englishes and like I had we brought in a new tobacco. I can't even say the name, but it was like a Caribbean blend, which was pretty good. I mean, for what it was for a flavored thing,
Yeah, it's an aromatic.
it was pretty good.
Okay. Wow.
Excuse me. But I mean, the English blends for me are where it's at. I love that richness in it. But this one's a little bit more complex. Like I love Quiet Nights, man. I mean, Quiet
GLP's
Nights.
Quiet Nights is quintessential English, yeah.
I mean, that is so rich. I mean, if you're not an English guy, that'll clear a room for sure. I mean, but I love it, man. I love that. And this is kind of like right out. I think that's, other than Esoterica, I mean, Esoterica is just that is the top pipe tobacco that you can get your hands on.
Yeah.
But after that for me would be Quiet Nights, and then after that would be this one. I mean, it's got the Quiet Nights essence in there, but this one is subtle. Like, you definitely know that you're smoking an English, but it's subtle, and it's fluent, it's complex, and it's just so creamy smooth, man.
Yeah, to me, Dexter's Secret, it's still an all-day English, but it's got a lot more intensity than most other all-day English blends.
Right.
Like, My Mixture 965 or GLP's Westminster.
Which is a good one.
Which is, yeah, and they're meant to be kind of that all-day, not going to kill your palate, smoke it. Some
Yeah.
Englishes, like, I don't think you can smoke GLP's Quiet Nights all day long.
No,
My favorite one.
I
is-
can, but I mean, I can't taste any other pipe
Right,
tobacco after
you
that.
can't taste anything.
No.
This you can do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You
my
know?
favorite one is Spark Plug.
Sparkplug's pretty good, man.
It is so creamy.
Too bad we're not smoking that right now, Dave.
But well, next to this, anyways. But this is my favorite just because of the sweetness of it. The Virginians in this really pop, and it's more of a forward part to me, and I just love it.
Yeah.
Now, there's a third one that's out, which was the first, Boston Tea Party, which is a Burley blend. And that's a great tobacco. It took off as soon as it hit the shelves.
Yeah.
It's, still it's still the best selling of the three. Of the other two are catching on now. But it has this, Boston Tea Party has this black tea finish to it.
I know it does.
And
It's
there's
crazy.
no flavorings or whatever in there, but it's, Burley and Orientals and a little bit of Virginia, and the way those tobaccos play together leaves you with this black tea finish, and it's unique. I haven't tasted anything else like it. And it's very, very good, very popular blend. So those are the three that are out right now. Boston Tea Party, Queen City, and Dexter's Secret. Little Gold Dust and 603 Roast are coming and will be here very, very soon. I'm told that they will be departing Cornell and Deal any day now, which means they could be here as early as the middle of next week.
Awesome.
But they will certainly be here for the August Pipe Club, which I'm excited about
Tell us about
because
August 12th, Danny.
Jeremy Reeves is going to be here August 12th.
The man, the myth, the
The
legend.
man, the myth, the legend, the creator of all of our tobaccos and the epic creator of other blends like Sun Bear.
Yeah. Sun Bear's so good.
Sun Bear, this year's release of Sun Bear just shipped today.
Excellent.
Oh, it did come out. I was so worried.
Sun Bear
Were you?
Tupelo.
Yeah, well, we haven't had any word on like a Sun Bear or Carolina Red Flake.
Man, no, that's another one, man. The last one, the Beast. That was a beast. It was a good smoke right there.
Yep. Yep. And that'll be here in time for Pipe Club as well.
Sweet.
But Jeremy Reeves is coming. He doesn't often do events. A very busy guy, and we are very fortunate to have him. And
That's going to be one hell of a
we're
day.
doing a big 7LA and Peterson pipe show that day. It's going to be a massive pipe selling event, and tons of pipes from both those brands. And along with that, we're going to be doing a tequila tasting with none other than our very own Tequila Talia.
Tequila Talia.
And 3 different kinds of tequila. You can take part in that for $30. That covers all the tequila there, including Avion 44, which is going to be that alone. If you were buying a shot of it, it would probably be $30 or $45.
Yep.
You know, but that's going to be great. So you can have a bowl and some tequila with Jeremy Reeves, and if you buy a pipe and you've taken part in the tequila tasting, you can put that $30 towards a pipe. So, you know, just an awesome event. That's going on from noon to 4 on Saturday, August 12th.
Sweet.
From 5 to 7 that night, we have our second annual Pipe Club dinner on the deck with Jeremy Reeves. And that is going to be a 4-course Mediterranean meal with drinks at each course that will be paired with the components of Dexter's Secret pipe tobacco. Jeremy will be doing a blending demonstration of how he puts together Dexter's Secret for us. And as we go through the dinner, you'll smoke the different components. He'll explain what they are, how they're grown, how they're processed, the flavors that you get from them. And then at the very end with dessert, we'll be having the actual Dexter's Secret with it. Tickets for that are $80. There's only 25 seats, and half the tickets are already gone. Mm-hmm. So you need to call if you want to have that special time with Jeremy Reeves. This is only the second time he's been in New England ever.
Yep.
And I don't believe he's going to be back anywhere unless he comes back to Twins the following year. So this is your chance if you want to meet the man, talk to him. Last year we had people who showed up at the beginning of Pipe Club and were here until the bar closed at 1 a.m. It was crazy. So
it was extraordinary.
yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was going to be crazy.
Yep.
It's going to be a good day. Mm-hmm. What was that date again, Dan?
August 12th.
August 12th.
Saturday, August 12th.
Put it in your calendar.
That's right.
Give us
Second
a call.
Saturday of the month.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Give us a call and buy your ticket, because once it's gone, once we fill it up, that's it, man.
Yep.
You're not
Like I
gonna be
said,
able
they're
to
already
enjoy it.
half gone.
Yep. So,
Tickets have already, they haven't been on sale for a week. And they're already half gone. So,
I mean, we got a good
going
crowd.
to sell out.
We got a good crowd in here for Pipe Guys, man. We love you guys. I want to thank you for supporting Pipe Club for as many years as we've had it. I mean, when I first started, I mean, we barely had a pipe section. We barely had pipe tobacco down there. Now we have a whole briar down there. I mean, it's insane. I mean, one of the largest selections of pipe tobacco and pipes in New England. And it has come a long way because of this man right here.
That's right.
And
It was
you
barely
get,
any pipe section before Dan
there was
got
nothing. I mean, there was barely anything in Hookset. Because I remember working there at the time. And, I mean, when we got Danny on, I mean, the old Sean, I mean, he was in his ear every day about ordering pipes. And, I mean, holy moly, if he...
He hated me.
It was an order every
Why
day.
hired me, though?
It was an order every day. But, you know, that was one of the greatest things to bring Danny on. I think it was one of the missing puzzles when I was here. I think that was
One of the missing puzzles.
one of the missing puzzle pieces.
I am a puzzle.
Yes.
One of
I
the
am
missing.
no longer missing.
Yeah, no.
It
one of
actually
the-
works because you got the pipe puzzle and you got the cigar puzzle.
Yeah.
Dan was
He was the missing piece, man, and for sure. I mean, all the credit. I mean, the way that it has developed over time, it is 100% Danny, and and
Yep.
bringing all the
Thank you,
people
Dan.
bringing all the people in and making everybody aware of what we have and the events, and getting somebody like Jeremy Reeves to come in
Who doesn't go anywhere?
exactly.
You know,
What I mean. We've had
that's
Eric
something.
Stokeby come in here. Kaz is an unbelievable pipe guy. We love him here, and bringing that type of atmosphere into Twin Smoke Shop was the missing piece to this facility. And I mean, we are well rounded, and it is amazing. It is amazing to work here. It's amazing to be
Means a
here.
lot.
But definitely 100% credit on you, Danny. Bravo, brother.
Yeah, baby.
Well, it's been awesome to see these different Briary Blends go from an idea.
Yeah.
I remember getting a tin of a pipe tobacco from the Laudisi rep, who it was like a little gift of thank you for being a good account, I guess, or whatever. Anyway,
Yeah.
but I realized that the tin was only one of 200 something. And I was like, maybe if they can do a small run like that, I wonder if they could do a small run for us. If they did it for a pipe show,
Yeah.
could they do it for a shop? And that, led to the formulating of the Briary Blends and everything, and it's just kind of blown up, and it's a humbling thing to see, and it's been awesome to see, as much as cigar people struggle to bring stuff to market and all the stuff that happens, and it's happening all over the place. It's like a little, jabbing thing. Yeah, well, in the last 18 months, I've brought 5 different things to the market.
I know.
But it's been awesome, and I know they were well received at the PCA this year, and very, very excited about it.
Yeah.
So glad you guys are excited too. It's nice.
Yes.
Absolutely.
100%.
I have been in and around smoke shops for almost 25 years now, and other than the first one that I worked at, lived at, Little Taste of Cuba down in New Jersey, they were all basically cigar shops. A little bit of pipe, but nothing big. And so to see Twins, kind of bring that home and get serious into that, and take advantage of the fact that there are. You've seen the crowds.
Oh,
there are
immense
lots of
crowds,
people.
man.
They come from all over the place. We got people come from 2-3 hours away.
Well, how many places have pipe dinners?
Nobody has pipe
does.
dinners.
Nobody does.
Nobody has pipe dinners.
This is
Nobody
it.
knows about it. This
the
is
place.
it.
Yeah.
So even Eric Stokeby, who's bigger than Eric Stokeby right now, as far as
Gregory
name
Pease.
recognition and
About it.
for being in the pipe business.
Right.
He grew up in the pipe business before he was in the pipe business.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He had never heard of a dinner at a shop. Had never, we did a fourth gen pipe show outside on the deck this past April or May. It was in May. He'd never done that before in his life. Never seen it done before. He was like, this is a whole new thing to me. And whoever does, and I'm like, I just thought it would be kind of cool to do it out on the deck, but it's the support that Kurt's given me and to build it up. It's been great. And
Yeah.
I'm glad that you guys are getting excited about pipes too, like I am. Still love this. I'm not, always going to be a cigar guy,
Yeah, of course.
but
I mean, there's a whole different dynamic
mhm.
to pipes and pipe tobacco. I mean, that's the other half of the coin in being a tobacconist or being a consumer of tobacco, whether it be cigars and pipe tobacco or pipes or whatnot. That's the other half of the coin is the pipes. I mean, this is slow motion compared to cigars, which is automatic. You know what I mean? And that's how I look at it.
That's true. Standard versus yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I mean...
Sometimes you want to be in control.
Yeah. I mean, you're in control all the time, but I mean, this is for me, this
I
is
can't
the
be
other,
in
the
control
other
of my
side.
life. I'll be in control of my pipe tobacco.
I mean, this brings a whole new dynamic to pipe tobacco taste. There's it's just a totally different tasting palette. There's
Yeah.
the intricacies of the blends on this is totally different from what you're
Cigars.
gonna get in a cigar. And I'm
Yep.
not trying to bash the cigars or
No,
anything
it's
like
just
that.
No,
different.
it's just
It's
different.
just completely different.
It's just
You
And-
can't
different.
get what you get out of a pipe in a cigar.
No.
You can't get what you get out of a cigar in a pipe. You know?
Yeah.
Yep.
Unless you put the cigar, in the pipe.
Correct.
But
Now, I'm interested. How do you think the Clover's going with the Dexter
so
Secret?
again, it's bringing out the sweetness.
Mm.
You know, it is bringing the Virginias forward. It is. I think it's amazingly smooth and making it very creamy, just
Yeah.
like it did to the cigar.
Yeah. It's very good.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Totally agree.
How's your Queen City?
I don't think it's doing quite the same thing with Queen City.
No.
I liked it better with the cigar than I do with the pipe tobacco. In some ways, it's muting some of the flavors, and so you're getting more of the earth, and you're getting the spice, but the natural sweetness is not ramping up with this, which is kind of weird because that's what happened with the cigar. You guys have experienced it with both the cigar and the pipe tobacco, so it's kind of interesting. I wonder if it's the fact that it's a Cavendish, where I don't know.
Instead of Perique, yeah,
I don't know. Interesting though.
it is.
But the Dexter Secret, maybe because it's more of a fuller body, maybe. I don't know. Maybe the English blends are a little bit different. But damn, it's good.
Yeah, it brings forward wood and earth and the pepper from the Perique, but the sweetness and that plumminess from the blend that gets put in the back.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Man, it's good.
Well, I do have to say that the figginess that you usually get from this is also put in the back. You know, so in some aspects, some of the pipe tobacco from this is gone a little bit too. But the natural, like sweet wood taste of this is definitely relevant.
Since we've kind of touched on the subject, how do you guys deal with stress?
I smoke it out.
You smoke it out. You smoke out the stress.
Smoke out the stress.
Yeah.
With a little bit of bourbon and beer.
I yell into a pillow at night. No, I usually try to.
You lift things up and put them down.
Well, that is a de-stressor. I mean, working out in the morning, and I wake up
Yeah.
at 4:30 in the morning to work out. I mean, it's not really a de-stressor. That's something that I do because it's part of me. That I'm grateful that it's always going to be a part of me. But as far as like, because I deal with it so early in the morning, nobody's up, so I don't have to deal with anything. The chickens are still kind of sleeping, so they don't really kind of get out of the hen house
Do
until
chickens snore?
no. But they're
dogs
weird.
snore?
Yeah,
Do dogs snore?
Zeus. Oh my God. That's the lady's calling me. She's FaceTiming me. I'm gonna have to take that in a bit.
Sorry, lady.
But
I'll call her back for you.
all right, awesome. We'll call her all live on the show. But I try to at night when I get out of work, I try to etch out at least 30 to 40 minutes and just relax and just try to clear my head. Because if I don't, like if something's going on here at the shop or something that I carry over from the house, something that's going on in the house that's stressing me out or whatever, I'll kind of have that running through my head through the day. But when I get home, because if I have that when I get home, I can't go to sleep because it's on my mind. So what I do is when I get home, I try to etch out 30 to 40 minutes with a drink or sometimes without a drink and just clear my head. Try to think of nothing and then just relax. And that's it. Most of the time, obviously, it's with a cigar or a pipe. But I just try to just think of nothing. If anything I'm thinking about is the smoke, is trying to pick up a little bit more tasting notes and the complexities of the cigar, the pipe tobacco, and just try to relax and try to clear my mind.
Yeah, baby.
And just try to be like, okay, this day's in the books. Let's clear the slate, go take a shower, go to bed, wake up, brand new day tomorrow.
What about you, Dave?
I smoke it out. You know, smoke it out and play video games. Right now it's Diablo 4. Yep.
How does that help you de-stress, Dave?
You know, it just brings you to another space where you don't have to.
Don't you get stressed out playing the game?
No.
When you keep getting beat down by the boss?
No. In my
My
older
God,
age-
fucking good.
No,
How
no,
am I
if
going to
I-
get me
if I get to that point in
throw
the
the
game,
controller across the
I'm at
room.
the point
I
in
know
my
you've
life-
done it, Dave. I know
have,
you've done
I
it.
have,
I know
but
you've
I'm
done
at the
it.
point.
That's not
I'm at the point
de-stressing.
in my life where I stop playing it and I'll do something else. If it's not fun, I'm not playing it. That's what it is. I'm not playing it anymore. I'm not stressed now. I'm not going to swear. I'm going to throw my controller. That just costs money.
It does.
You know,
I've broken many
I'll
controllers.
play something else, you know, or I'll switch and I'll watch something on Netflix and take a break.
Even Netflix is stressful. I mean, trying to scroll through
Well,
millions of titles,
So here's an interesting
right?
thing.
So to try to get something interesting is stressful. It's like, come
Teresa
on.
loves watching serial killer stuff. You know, and we were watching something.
So
that
like
was-
documentaries?
yeah, like real stuff.
Okay.
And
Like real stuff.
yeah, well, yeah, like because it's all real stuff. But the
It's all real
so we're
stuff.
watching this stuff, and it's just getting me so depressed, like how like mean people can be and stuff like that. And I just like, can we just watch something else? And she's like, yeah, put something else. I'm like, how about like Our Planet 2 that just came out, Nature,
Nature.
So we started watching this, Our Planet 2, and like the lion pack is taking out these caribou and stuff like that. And she's like, can we watch something else? I'm like, what? And she's like, that poor caribou is getting ripped apart by the lion. And I'm like, it's life, That's like natural. That's the way things are.
natural.
It's natural. It's like the circle of life, man. And she's like, it's so sad. And I'm like, so what you're telling me is, watching people brutalize people is okay for you, but not like seeing animals like do their natural thing is just too sad. And I'm like, and
You
she's
should
like,
have
yeah, 'cause
just
people
watched
suck.
My Little Pony or
You know,
something.
and I'm just like, it was so funny to me to see, how different we are. Like I just want to relax and watch like nature. She wants to relax and watch people kill people, and
Okay.
and I'm just like, we're totally different mental
That's
states.
sad.
It's funny.
Along that lines, I like, mysteries, cop shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mandy, my wife, has gotten into a particular genre of that, which is the British procedural cop show.
Those are pretty funny.
And what's really funny about them is that a lot of these things that she watches are these people who live in these really small towns in the middle
I've
of
seen that
nowhere,
one.
and somebody dies there every week, and it's like these people would be fired. I mean, there's literally there shouldn't be anyone left, because they're if you only have 2,000 people in the little village that you're in, how many people can you afford to lose?
What was the Canadian one? Remember that?
You mean due south?
No, there was one. There was. What was it? He was like almost like a Sherlock Holmes of freaking Canada,
Oh, I
But it
don't
was
know what
back
you're
in
talking
the.
about.
It was the
Right
late
now, she's
1800s.
watching Vera.
Vera. Okay. Do
Vera.
you know what I'm talking about though?
No, I don't. But Vera is a cop show about this detective, chief, inspector, inspector chief, or whatever. Vera and one of the things you notice about English shows right off the bat is people are either really very good looking or they're incredibly homely. And she's incredibly homely. And she has, to me, this annoying voice. And it's just like, I can't watch it. I can't watch this angry, you know, Die Hard, you know, make you know, Gregory House a cop.
Oh
And
wow.
make him a 50-year-old angry woman, British woman.
Oh boy.
And it's like, I just can't, and she loves it. She's totally, and so you know, I'm at the end of the night, she's in one room.
Wasn't the guy who plays House British?
Yes.
Yeah.
Watching her British cop shows while the kids and I are in another room watching whatever else. And it's like, all the kids I can't watch. It's the same show, whether it's, you know, in this town or that town, but it's the same thing. And I can't do it.
Another show she got addicted to was, speaking of British, was Super Nanny.
Super Nanny.
This
Is that like a reality show?
It's like this nanny who's, you know, from over the pond in like pretty much like the U.S. and she goes into these houses of these atrocious children and teaches the children and the parents how to coexist.
Yeah, so it's like Bar Rescue.
Yeah, but for kids, and it's
for
crazy because the crap this woman does works, and it's like insane to see it happening. It's actually, you should watch it, Dan.
No.
You learn a few things.
There's one thing you need to know about reality TV. It's TV.
Yeah, it's scripted.
No
matter how,
There is
I mean,
no such thing as reality.
I don't know.
TV.
You can't fake
No.
ADD, man. You can't fake like temper
no.
tantrums.
Yeah.
Well,
Temper
it's not.
tantrums of
It's
children.
It's not that they're faking it, but the thing is that the producers of the show, any show, is always going to have an element of entertainment.
Yeah.
So
but
it has to be
they
drama.
They show the drama parts.
There
there's
has to.
Yeah, but they also they do follow-ups with the kids later on, stuff like that. Just like they do in Bar
Again,
Rescue.
it's scripted.
It has to be scripted, man. Like, obviously, they go into like Bar Rescue or whatnot. They go into a bar.
What's his name? Tafford.
And,
love him.
and they
He's
do
awesome.
they do whatever they have to do, but I mean they film that, and
he comes
it's,
in like a total jerk, and then at the end he's hugging and loving the people. It's hilarious,
but it's scripted though. You gotta have the introduction, you gotta have the drama, then you gotta have the problem solving, and then everybody comes in as a family again. That's just the way it is. I wonder how much scripted stuff is when Gordon Ramsay does his like Hell's Kitchen, like I know obviously they have to fit it into a half-hour segment or an hour segment or whatever have you, but
Well, you can do ad-libbing in a scripted thing. I mean, in a way, that's kind of what we do. We know what we're going to talk about. We come in with certain. Now, where it goes in the moment,
it's
is where
unscripted.
it is. It's not like
we have a titled segment, but we don't have,
Right.
like what we're.
So you can say, okay, you need to get really bad about that. You need to get mad for the next 5 minutes. Oh, I can do that. And
You just put on a British accent there.
I did.
Dude,
Did you guys catch that? I caught that.
All right, so happy with the pipe tobacco?
Yeah, man. I mean,
Easy to recommend any of these Briary
it's an
blends.
English blend, baby. I love it. English
It's very,
blend.
very good.
I love me an English blend,
if
baby.
you don't have a Briary Blend in your rotation, you're doing it wrong. That's
That's
pretty
a
much of it.
great way of putting it, Dave.
Yep.
There's something for everybody.
For sure.
It is. They are all really good blends. I love the English, the Dexter Secret. Queen City is my pick of the three for my own personal
Boston
palate.
Tea Party is my favorite aromatic.
It's not an aromatic.
It tastes like an aromatic because that black tea finish. I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
it's not.
It's
Yeah.
not.
Spank yourself.
Whatever.
Yeah, the aromatic isn't coming out yet. The aromatic is coming.
When are we doing a Virginia?
We're not.
See?
Straight Virginia.
Almost something for everybody.
Gotta get a flake in there. That's gotta be the next
flake.
one.
Dude, that's
Flake.
a
Oh,
flake.
is it?
Oh gosh, you guys are not on the ball tonight.
It doesn't
Jeez.
seem like a flake. I mean, like a true flake. That didn't seem like a flake in
It's
there.
a flake.
It's a broken flake.
Oh, that's what's
That's
the broken flake
yes.
now? Okay.
Oh
Sorry.
my!
My bad.
It's good. least we agree on is good.
Yeah, right.
That's our show for tonight, people. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you get yourself a 724 cigar or 724 Briary Blend tobacco. You won't be disappointed. We'll see you next Tuesday, 8 o'clock. Don't be late. And that's Not Just Blowing Smoke.
Stay smoky, my friends.
You've been listening to Not Just Blowing Smoke, the podcast that brings the wealth of knowledge, expertise, and fun of Twins Smoke Shop, New England's premier smoke shop, right to you, wherever you are, whenever you want it. You can find us at our website, notjustblowingsmoke.com, and keep in touch with us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram at Not Just Blowing Smoke. Thanks for listening, everybody, and that is Not Just Blowing Smoke.
Rolling with the top down.